Hi, pipe smokers. My name is Paul. P-A-U-L. Paul Gilson, and this is my channel, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. Live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York. The current time is 6:35, 35 minutes after the hour, and that is PM. As you can see, the sun is setting in my kitchen window to the west. Yeah, I feel like that John Denver song right now because it's blinding me. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Actually, it's annoying me right now. Yeah. Anyway, so it is Thursday. Yeah. And in the news, I haven't watched the news, but last time I knew, God still is in control and always will be. Don't know what's going on with Russia and the Ukraine. Haven't watched that. I don't know. Supposedly, some actor, who the heck was at at a party that Putin was at? I can't remember. Some actor or famous person that said, you know, we're all sticking together against you or something. Who knows? I don't know. He doesn't care. Anyways, I feel bad for those people over there. I feel so fortunate to live in the United States of America. We're not war torn. So, anyways, we have a box that came in today, but let's start something on fire. So, grab your favorite blend, your favorite pipe, your favorite beverage, and let's have a smoke together. Yeah. So I haven't smoked this one in a long time. This is actually a Digby, and the briar on this is really beautiful. It's a huge bowl. I know the pipe smoker is going to want me to get my calipers out. Okay, I'm not going to look. We'll do the thumb method. All right, your thumb supposedly is 1 inch long. I don't know, mine's longer than that. All right, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to have to get, because otherwise, look, I'm not getting my calipers out, Mr. Pipe Smoker. I will get a measuring tape, though. I'll be right back. Oh, God. Okay, and we're back. So anyways, this Digby, the bowl on it is so big. I mean, you could smoke this thing from Monday through the following Sunday. And the bowl number is just as big. It's a 9569, made in London, England. And the briar on it is beautiful. It really is. I haven't smoked this one in a while. So, all right. You win. I paused the video. I hope you're happy, Mr. Pipe Smoker. Okay, I want you to know this. I'm doing this for you and only you. Right now, he's probably sitting back smoking a pipe. Good man. Take no prisoners. Yeah, all right. So the bowl height on this, this is what happens when you don't plan things, is 2.0375 inches. So it's a little over 2 inches, all right? High, all right? The exterior bowl, all right? If I can find the center point here, is 1.375 inches. So let's just round it up to 1.4 inches. And if you round it up a little further, it's about 1.5 inches wide. All right. The inside of it is, yeah, what is it? Yeah. Come on. Yeah, the inside is 0.94 inches. That's almost 1 inch. All right. Now, as far as bowl depth, I'm not even going to do that because I have tobacco in there. Sorry, Mr. Pipe Smoker. You're going to be jonesing. Okay, you win. You win. You win. The things I do. The bowl depth, full of tobacco. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I tightened something up here. All right. Whatever. stuff I do for this pipe smoker guy. But I love him. He is like my mentor. All right, I can't figure it out. What did I do wrong? There we go. Don't even know how to use my own tool. All right, so all right, by now everybody's probably stopped watching. All right. Yeah, the bowl depth is 1.65 inches. So 1.7 inches. So it's almost 1.75 inches deep. All right. There. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, Mr. Pipe Smoker. You want to know the length. All right. You got it. Just for you, Mr. Pipe Smoker. Yeah, the bowl length is 5.92 inches. So it's a big bowl. Now that we have that out of the way, I hope you're happy. I know I'm going to get an email from them being like, yeah, take no prisoners. Thanks for doing that. All right. So anyways, so in this bowl, now that I've wasted 6 minutes and 10 seconds of your time, is some vanilla custard by Sutliff. Ooh, I love this stuff. Yeah. And it was packaged March 16th of 2021 at 2:25 p.m. Love it. I haven't smoked this stuff in a little bit. Yeah, so let's light it on fire. God. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's good. Mm. Mm-hmm. This thing doesn't get warm. What a great bowl. Anyways, so we got this box in the mail, and I always check the boxes, okay? Because how embarrassing. I check to make sure, first of all, it has Paul the Pipe Guy's name on it with my address, okay? Because the last thing that I want to do is yet another box opening and get Mrs. So-and-so's lingerie by mistake, okay, and pull that out. Or worse yet, Mrs. So-and-so from down the street, her battery-operated boyfriend. How embarrassing would that be, doing a video? Because if that happened, I would still upload the video. I would, but yeah, just forget about it. You get the point. Some of you are probably shaking your head. Some of you are probably hitting the stop button. Some of you are probably hitting the unsubscribe button. I don't know. Let's see what's in the box. Now, the pipe smoker turned me on to this new blend that he thought I might like, and we're not going to actually smoke this stuff tonight. We may later. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So we have 3 different tins. And, oh, by the way, thank you, subscriber Mark. I used that gift card to cover all of this stuff. Thank you so much, Mark. You're so generous. I bought $54.63 worth of items, and the $50 gift card that you gifted me, you're so kind, and I appreciate it. I only had to shell out $4 and some change to get these items I'm about to show you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really mean that, Mark. You're a good man. I don't deserve that, but you know you are, and I hope you're doing well. So we got the pipe smoker says you need to try this, and I'll probably butcher the name, Jerquer and Sons Limited Loch Ness Scottish Crumble Plug. Yeah, look at that. That's it right there. And what does it say about it? It's actually Gregory Pease blended this, and he says, I blended Loch Ness in the Scottish tradition with a wee twist. Ribbons of small leaf Oriental Smoky, Cypriot Latakia, and rare Louisiana Perique are added to lemon and matured red Virginia tobaccos. It's pressed and aged into cakes to meld flavors. Then cut into blocks, a crumble plug, It's easy to break up. The aromas are deep and pleasant. A bit of smoky. Well, I could go on and on. We're going to try this, okay? I can't wait to open this up. And I love this. 3/23/22. It was canned, all right? So we are going to try that. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Mr. Pipe Smoker. You thought I might like that blend. I love that. I love my subscribers. Every one of you guys and girls, I really care about. I'm being serious. Some of the nice comments, my kids have even said, what wonderful viewers that you have, and many of you have become friends. And that's important to me. It really is. And I really, really sincerely mean that. And like I said, some of my kids have said, you get such wonderful comments. The people, they watch my videos. Half my kids are my subscribers. The other day, a couple weeks ago, I did a video, and one of my sons is like, "Hey, Paul the pipe guy, this is Rob the rifle guy. We need to go to the range." I saw that from my son who watched the video and made that comment. That made my day. I'm easy to please. So, anyways, someone else suggested actually both the Pipe Smoker and Brad the Bearded Piper. Check Brad the Bearded Piper out, and check Welsh Piper 62 out. Both great mates. I consider friends. And both of them said Two Friends is on sale. And Mark, it happened to be with Pipes, whatever it is. Pipes, not Pipes and Cigars. I don't know. My brain is shot. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so they said Two Friends is on sale, which it was. So it was 20% off. So I got this Two Friends bed and breakfast. I can't wait to try that. And then what else did we get in the box here? We got some Two Friends Deacon's Downfall. Yeah. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. I love all you guys. I really do. We're going to take a little break, and I'll be right back in a nanosecond. Alrighty, pipe smokers, and we're back. Yeah. This vanilla custard is so good. So, today at work, we had our little break, and everyone goes outside, and there's a group of us that hang together, welders, we hang with our own crew, because we're all pretty tight. I don't know how it is in your country or your state, but, like when I was a very young man in the 1980s, you could say anything. Nobody got butthurt. They would laugh, or they would just say you're a jerk. Nobody really got so butthurt, and they didn't have the laws that they have now. And I really think that the laws in place, certain laws that they have in place, force you to be a gentleman. I find it interesting that our governor passed all these sexual harassment things. So, if you look at a female the wrong way, she can go to Human Resources and file charges against you and say anything in this state. I find it interesting that our past governor, Cuomo, passed all these laws and was prosecuted by them, by the same laws that he passed. That's all I'm going to get into it. You guys all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we're on break, and this young lady, she's a newer welder. a very, very good welder, nice young lady. And I don't really say too much to the young ladies because young ladies can sometimes get you in trouble if they get the wrong impression. So I'm just very cordial. It's like if you treat them like they're your daughter or your sister or your mother, you're pretty good. Okay. So I'm cordial with them. Hi, how are you? Having a good day. Yeah. So she comes out and lights up a cigarette, and I was like, "You smoke?" And women make some of the best welders in the world. They are very focused and concentrated. She says, "Yeah, I stopped vaping and so forth, and so I'm having a cigarette." And then the other young lady that was with her is like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get her to stop all of that." You know, she's on a health kick, the other girl, and she's doing very well. She's an excellent welder also. Very nice young ladies. And, you know, they're like younger than some of my daughters, okay? So I says, well, I says, you know, I said to the certain individual that was smoking a cigarette because she quit vaping, I said, have you ever thought about smoking a pipe? And she says, yeah, I have. And I says, well, I have one at home. It's a Meerschaum pipe. I got it for free. Somebody I ordered it from made a mistake, and I didn't get the pipe. They told me just to. It's like a $12, $13 Mississippi Meerschaum corncob pipe. I says, I will bring you in some blends. Do you like a smoky type of flavor, and I'm kind of pre-qualifying her. And she says, yeah, I like that smoky kind of. I says, I'm going to bring a couple blends in. One of them is going to be my own blend, RPG number 7, Captain Blood's Revenge, that I made. Now, the girl that's the non-smoker that's trying to get her to quit, she's like, are you playing devil's advocate here? I'm trying to get her to quit smoking. I says, no. And I explained to her about pipe. I says, look, if you smoke one or two blah, 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 we all know this about pipe smoking, that it's a lot less risk, and I'm not a doctor, than smoking cigarettes or vaping. And it's helped me really to reduce my cigarette consumption, and I shared that with her. So I says, look, I'll bring this pipe in, I'll bring a couple of different blends in, and to teach someone to smoke a pipe, all right, as you all know, it takes time. So the thought flashed in my mind, why don't I have her over at the house? And then I'm like, oh, no. First of all, I don't share my personal shit with people at work. And to have a young lady who's only probably 26 years old at my house would be a bad plan. Yeah. So I shut the brakes off right on that. I just says, look, I'll come in, and on our breaks, I'll give you little lessons at a time, and we'll see if you like it. And if you like it, it's a brand new pipe. You can keep it, and I'll bring you a couple different blends in that you can experiment with. I'll even bring you a I'll show you how to do it. And she's all excited about it. But yeah, think about that. I mean, I have some rules set up in my life. Okay, number one, I do not have one drop of beer at company parties. Okay? I do not have one drop of beer at family functions. I do not go out to bars anymore. And there's reasons for that. Number one, then you have to worry about how you're going to get home, because you know, if you're a beer drinker and you like beer, you're going to have one. And then you're going to be like, I think I can have another. And then before you know it, 4 or 5 pints later, you think it's 1985 again, and you're out there almost 60 years old on the dance floor, shaking your junk and freaking saying inappropriate things that were okay to say in 1985 that are not now because people get butthurt. You get my point. So, yeah. So, and, you know, my daughter has a wedding coming up, and nobody asked me not to drink. I decided that that evening is dedicated to my daughter, and I will not have one drop of beer. And simply because, and you guys know it, okay, come on. half of you folks that drink beer, you know that you start to loosen up and so forth. And in this day and age, everybody's uptight. And then, of course, you have to worry about getting home and so forth. And half of my family, if I went and had 4, 5, 6 pints of beer and loosened up a little bit, would think that was okay. The other half of my family would be like, I can't believe you just said that, you know. So, zero tolerance, all right? And especially at company things, all right? Now, there's been, wow. Oh, I work with a crew, yes. You know how it is in the trades. I mean, they like their beer and their liquor. I don't drink any hard liquor at all because I drink beer, and I know my limitations. I can't handle hard liquor. My body, I'm of German and English descent, and my body's not programmed to handle hard liquor. So I just steer clear of it. But some of these guys, one year we had a company picnic, and one of the guys, every year someone gets fired because they go too far, which I don't blame ownership. So one year, they have this big circus tent that they throw on. Now, our employer takes good care of us, and it's open bar, but you have to show restraint. Someone was way overserved, was on a four-wheeler, because they had those there too for fun, and almost knocked the circus tent down and ran over one of the family owners' wives, almost ran her over. Yeah, he was that guy. There's always that one guy at a party, okay? Sometimes more. Well, Monday came around, and he found himself unemployed. Over something stupid. So keep that in mind. It's one thing if you're home, at least for me, in my living room or something, and I have a few pints of beer or whatever, or sometimes maybe more than a few pints of beer, but I do not want to publicly embarrass myself, because I came from a time where the 1980s, you could go out smoking bars and party like a rock star, and nobody cared. You never got shut off. You could say anything you wanted. Nobody got butthurt or offended. They would just be like, he's had too much to drink, and laugh at you. Yeah. Well, these times are different. Which they should be. We lived like a bunch of heathens out all having fun in the 1980s. It was kind of a repeat of the 60s and 70s, or a continuation. So we have dad jokes, and I know Brad the Bearded Piper loves dad jokes. I don't know if he'll watch this video through that long. I don't know how many people are still hanging on watching. I wasted your time now for 23 minutes and 40 seconds. Dad jokes. Let's just open it up to anywhere. We'll play dad joke bingo, book bingo, whatever. Book bingo. There's Bible bingo, where you just open the Bible up to any page. You get it, all right? And you read it, all right? So here we go. Dad jokes. We're just going to say a couple of them here. How can you get rich by eating? Eat fortune cookies. God. Who makes $1 million a day? Someone who works in a mint. How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her. Wait a minute, this is supposed to be G-rated. All right, I threw that one in there myself. Yeah, you get it. Oh, Lord, the things I do to myself. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Alrighty, pipe smokers. So I saved the best for last. Whoever's still watching and hasn't unsubscribed yet. So a funny story that happened yesterday. I have this gentleman, and we've become really tight. And he grew up in the city of Rochester, in downtown Rochester, in some pretty bad areas. He's the same age as I am. But he's a good man, and he's a very hard worker. The guy works like a bull. We do stuff at 56, 57, 58 years old that most of these young kids that are 25 don't want to do. But we're in good shape because of it. So without further ado, I'll get into the story, not to blow it way out of proportion. So we have a manufacturing process, and those of you who weld or have been in manufacturing, or if you're just a guy, you'll understand this. And you understand that Paul is a bit of a prankster. I used to be a lot worse, but toned it down a lot. Whenever you start doing something new, there's a learning curve, okay? So basically, we take this product that I can't talk about, and I weld it together, and it's a big piece of metal, okay? Iron, all right? It's cold rolled steel. I can't tell you anymore, but it's heavy, and it's a 1/4 inch thick. So my partner, I call him my partner because he's responsible during this phase of production that we're at. So I do my thing, he does his thing, then it goes to final assembly and ships to the customer. Well, he just recently started a couple months ago working with me doing this project, so he's new at it, all right? There's a learning curve. Now, if he doesn't do his job exactly perfectly and grind what he's supposed to grind off, all right? I weld and I grind a little bit, but he's my grinding buddy, all right? We're G's. Now, he's from the hood, all right? The hood is the ghetto, all right? That's where he grew up. Guy doesn't, he's straight as an arrow for the most part, because he saw, a lot of bad things growing up in the ghetto. And so, being of the same age, I tease him, I'll talk 1980s Ebonics to him. He'll walk in the morning, I'll be like, "Hey, homeboy, how's it going, man? Did your hoopty get you here okay? You're my G, you know that?" And he'll be like, "Dude, we don't talk like that no more." I says, "Yeah, but I still understand Ebonics from the 1980s, all right? I get it." So, we're like this, all right? I cover his fanny. And, because we're working together and he's new at this. So I couldn't help myself. So there's been some problems. Actually, he's still in the learning phase. So it goes to final production, and the final production guy has had to do a little extra work above and beyond what he should have to do, because my partner is still learning. And so he's come to my partner and said, "Look, here's what I need done better." Now, I got to give this guy credit. He's a very hard worker. He's meticulous, but he's working in a darker part of my welding booth that he can't see too well, all right? And so I'm trying to get maintenance to install a light for him, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we pull a pile of these parts out, and he's like, "I got to recheck these, man." And I was like, "Oh." I go into my toolbox. I grab the biggest hammer I could find, and I says, "Well, let's go out in the light and check them." So we go out, and I was like, "Look, man, you missed a spot." And he's like, "Where?" I said, and now I got the hammer behind my back. I was like, "Look closer." I had him like 2 inches away from this big part, and I whacked the thing as hard as I could with a hammer, and it made this unbelievable noise. I never saw somebody jump so high in their life. And now the guy used to be a boxer, all right? He's coming around like this, and he's ready to kill me, All right, now he loves me, but now he's ready to kill me. And I'm laughing so hard because I never seen a dude jump so good. I scared the tar out of him. He has skid marks in his tighty whities if he wears them. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. He did not find it funny at all. I was like, all right, you can hit me in the head with a hammer. So I let him cool down. He wanted to kill me. This is the guy set on fire 2 weeks ago. Well, so about an hour later, I brought him a peace offer, and I says, dude, can I get you a bag of chips or a Pepsi or a Coke? I'll take a Pepsi. So I brought him a Pepsi. I was like, man, I'm sorry. He's like, my ears are still ringing. I'm going to kill your ass. And then I says, look, remember that quarter you borrowed from me for 2 weeks because you were a little short? I says, you don't have to pay that back, and here's a Pepsi. All right, are we good? He's like, you ever do that again, I will kill you. Anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It was funny. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, outskirts of Rochester, New York. Thanks for watching, and have a great evening. And tomorrow is Good Friday. Remember that. I have it off, and it's paid. Yes. Paul over and out. Yeah.